Good morning everybody, my name is Sally and welcome to my dining room. I'm going to be taking you through some OTAGO exercises this morning. OTAGO is the name of the programme that was developed to help strengthen muscles and improve balance, to ensure that we can all live more independent lives by keeping ourselves mobile and active, particularly around the house and particularly in the current climate where we're all around our houses and sitting around more. So before we start, let me just show you the equipment I've got. So I'm going to be seated on a nice stable dining room chair. This one's got a good strong firm back and is not wobbly at all. I've got a table next to me, although your situation doesn't have to be exactly like this. But I'm going to use my table this morning so I can get up and show you some exercises from a side perspective. I've also got an additional chair just for me to show you some exercises. And I've got my weights with me if you're going to follow me through and do the strength activities with the weights. And I've got a glass of water there just in case I need it. So to begin with, we're going to start off with a warm-up. But before we warm up, we need to get from sitting to standing. And there is a safe way of doing this, but at the same time it helps improve your core muscles. So from sitting back in your chair, you need to shuffle or hip walk to the front of your chair, and you keep your hips and your feet hip width apart. That's really important. Posture is really important in OTAGO, and throughout the exercises I'll be reminding you about that and about pulling your tummy in and keeping your core nice and tight and strong. So we're sitting towards the front of our chair, and then we take our feet slightly back, and now our knees are over our toes. We take our arms back, we lean forward and we swing through to stand in one smooth movement, if you can, with control. Now don't worry if you take a bit of a pedal or start to take some extra steps when you stand up. That's just your body telling you that you might be in danger of falling over and you're doing something about it. So having a little bit of wobble is absolutely fine. So we're going to be doing some exercises, so we need to warm our muscles up. And we're going to start off with by doing a march. Now we march for about 3 minutes and we're going to just lift our feet off of the floor nice and softly, keeping our feet hip width apart, standing nice and straight and tall, pulling the tummy in. And as we march, we're beginning to warm our muscles. We're getting the blood circulating around our body, which is taking oxygen. And we're mobilising the fluid in your joints. And your joints act as your natural shock absorbers, so it's really important that we do this to prevent any injury. Now, as you can see, it doesn't matter how high you're lifting your knees, as long as you're taking your feet off the floor. And as your feet touch the floor, we go down first with the ball of our foot, and then we roll through to our heels. So we shouldn't have any flat-footed marching or stomping. Okay, well done. I'm going to stop for a moment just to show you the arm action we're going to introduce. This is an arm action that swings from the shoulders, and we keep our elbows at a 90-degree angle. So we're just going to practice our arm movement on its own for a while, and then we're going to bring the feet back in. So this is also helping with your coordination. So we're going to maintain this march now, hands and feet together, for about another minute. Now, I'm marching without any support at all, but I'm just going to use this other chair here. So if you need support, you could put both hands on the back of a chair. If you feel a bit more confident, you could take one hand away. We could use just 2 fingers of each hand, 1 finger, fingertips, or as your confidence develops and your balance feels more secure, you can march without any balance at all. So from sit to stand, I would walk to the back of my chair. I can't do this in my dining room, I just don't have enough room, which is why I'm marching behind this one here. Okay, so we should all be feeling that our muscles are getting warmer. And then we're going to stop and go into our first neck exercise to warm the muscles up. So just take a pause for me there, check your posture. Feet are hip width apart, standing nice and straight and tall, looking forward. We're going to take our head to one side and then the other, and we do these exercises all with control and in a slow motion. So let me just demonstrate. I'm going to turn just my head to the door, to the centre, and to the wall, and back again. That's one set. Notice how my shoulders stay forward, my hips and my trunk stays forward. It's just the head and the neck that you're moving. So if you're ready, we'll do these together. Door, centre, wall, and back. That's one. That's two. Door, centre, wall, and back. That's three. Just two more to do. And we're on to our last one. Is that tummy still pulled in? Well done. Now this next movement, I'm just going to show you by standing sideways. We're going to put our hand on our chin and we're going to extend the muscle at the back of the neck just by guiding our head back. It's a very strange movement, but you're just elongating that muscle at the back of the neck. So we're fixing our eyes on a point looking forward, so we're not going to be looking up. So fixing forward and just a tiny move back. And we're going to do 5 of those. So if you're going to do them with me, we'll start now. That's 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Turning back to the front, we're going to do a trunk rotation now. So it's the same activity as the first one, but this time we're keeping just the headlights on our hips facing forward, and we're going to be turning the shoulders and the trunk. So you can have your hands out in front of you like this, or you might choose to put them like this, where you cross them. I'm going to keep them, for the purpose of today, just out in front of me because I think you can see that easier. So I'm just going to demonstrate and then we'll do them together. So we're going to turn to the door, centre, wall, and centre. Trying very hard to keep those hips facing forward all the time. So are you ready to do them with me? Door, centre, wall, centre. Well done, keep going. So that's 2 done, 3 more to do. Door, centre, wall, centre. This is our 4th. And now we're on to our final one. Door, centre, wall, and centre. Well done. Now for our next exercise, we're going to extend our back, our lower back. So again, I'm going to stand sideways. Again, check your posture. Feet hip width apart, hands on the lower back, and we're going to fix our gaze at a point so we know we're not going to look at the ceiling, and we're just going to literally lean back and forwards, back and then to our upright. So we're going to do these together. Are you ready? 1, 2, keep looking forwards, not up. 3, very small movements this. 4, and the last one. 5. Well done. So for our final warm-up activity, we need to go back to our chair. So what I want you to do is to get just in front of your chair. There's a safe way of sitting down with control. So check your posture, feet hip width apart, feel for the front of your chair on the back of your calves, and then with a slow and controlled movement, sit yourself down, and we shouldn't hear any flopping or plopping as we go down. So we're just going to warm up the ankles. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but I'm going to start with the one nearest the door first. So we extend our foot, we keep our ankle and our knee nice and soft, and we're going to point away and bring the toe up towards the nose. We're going to do this 5 times. So this is number 1. Are you ready to do it with me? Away and up. Point away, toe to the nose. Away, toes to the nose. Away, toes to the nose. Last one, away and toes to the nose. Pop your foot down, and then we're going to do the other leg. So extend the leg out, keeping your foot nice and soft, your ankle soft and your knee soft as well. We don't want you to lock it out. And are you ready? Away, toes to the nose. Away, toes to the nose. 3 more to do. Well done if you're sticking with me. We've just got 1 more to do now. Okay, well done. I'm just going to show you sit to stand again, and I'm going to turn this clip off, and then we're going to start the next video with a safe way of putting your ankle weights on, and then we're going to move into our balances.